morning, everybody, and good day to you. I hope this video finds you well. Today I want to talk about something. It's an event that I pretty much dealt with last year, and it has to do with my ELF probes that are up here. I don't want to talk too much about my probes. There's people, it's very easy to make fun of me, especially on social media, and I start talking about, well, I've got implants and I got this and I got that, and people say that's lies and bullshit and whatever. I don't give a damn about that, but they are part of me. It's part of who I am, and it does color some of my experiences. And here, being on my blog, Patreon, and all this stuff, you know, I mention them from time to time. Basically, they operate by ELF waves. These are extra long frequency waves, and they serve various purposes of communication. And it's something I've lived with ever since they were installed back in my early 20s. And I was retired, and I say that my probes were mothballed. Functionally, they were. I no longer communicate with, I believe, I don't remember now, I believe that the office was in either Wisconsin or Minnesota. They had a broadcast station there, and I would communicate with them through those suckers. And that was closed down in 2005. I recall, this is all off the tip of my memories. Perhaps it was 2003. I don't remember. Anyways, it was mothballed and shut down, and that was it. And then I was retired. Roughly that time, if I recall, my memory's not what it used to be. I think it was 2006. At Pine Bluff at the ADC, and that should have been it. I was just retired with and put in a lifetime monitoring program because I guess they thought I was dangerous, or I had something that they wanted to keep tabs on me for. But whatever, that's all well and good, and that's done, and I'm over here. Well, apparently you can unmothball them, or you can put something similar that affects them. And I will call this a targeted bout of radiation. It's a geographical targeting. And it seems to be, it's not a communication method, it's just something that causes those damn things to resonate and alter my biochemistry in some weird ways. And if somebody really wanted to mess with somebody else, well, of course, you would zap their ELF probes and drive them crazy. And I've been getting, about this time last year, before that, I was getting various emails and social media contacts in private where people were saying, this was before it affected me, were asking me questions about, you know, they felt like they were being targeted for one reason or another. I actually had a F-117 stealth aircraft pilot who was saying that he was being zapped, and his probes were being set to vibration, and he driving him crazy what to do. And I gave him advice, told him to set up a Faraday cage, and that pretty much stops all electromagnetic radiation. And I have Faraday cages in my house, so errant ELF radiation or any kind of microwave radiation of any type that might be targeting me or monitoring me or whatever the hell, you know, it's pretty much stopped. It's like soundproofing the house, only for ELF, and or other kinds of radiation. And so I took care of that matter. Didn't give it a mindless thought. But then about last year, I started really having problems. Rages, bouts of unexplained anger, building up of angst, discomfort, shakiness, just really angry. This kind of stuff was something that I did not take lightly. And so I went ahead and took action on that. And I always monitor my body functions, not just, for weight gain or loss or whatever. As I get older, you want to know. You take a look at your poop, okay? You monitor how your body reacts to things. And goes from everything. And so I do that. I monitor, and I noticed that there was these bouts of rage and anger going on, and I was thinking that maybe another core personality was going to come out because I talked about my training and stuff. I mean, I don't want to turn out to be the Incredible Hulk or some kind of Dr. Heckle and Mr. Hyde come out, but this is something different. This isn't a personality trigger so much as it is a blunt force radiation burst that affects my ELF. So yeah, it was just a targeted for Zhuhai, keyed to me, keyed to a man my age in Zhuhai, set to vibrate my ELF probes. And this was going on constantly, and it was ramping up. And I was thinking I was having some kind of problem because, well, it wasn't happening in my house. I go in my house and it's calm. Walk out of the house and boom, it is like walking into a pouring rain shower. It literally felt to me like water boiling on the stove. You put water on and put it on heavy boil like you're going to boil eggs. That's exactly what it felt like. I kid you not. It's crazy stuff. So anyways, this targeted beam of radiation was targeting Zhuhai in general, and somebody my age and all this. So obviously, I'm the only one with ELF probes that's being affected. During the peak rampage period of time, another man, my age, Chinese, in a fit of rage that apparently had been building up for months, bought a Chinese equivalent of a Jeep, reinforced the front end of it, and during the nighttime bout in Gombe, which is the Zhuhai center of the city, there's a northern part of it. They have these public areas, like a stadium area where people dance. Guancheng Wudama, the grandmas dance, the aunties dance, the kids play. They're riding bicycles, kids are roller skating. Just a big, it's throughout China. They have these big social areas, and that's one of the biggest ones, is in Gombe. And sure as shit, he took this reinforced front tank, ran in there at high speed, and was running over people left and right, killed like 50 of them. And then he tried to kill himself, but Chinese people went in there and tackled him and grabbed him before he could do anything. And of course, everything went hush-hush. There was, coincidentally, a BBC reporter who just happened to be in the area at the time, just happened to have cameras, just happened to know what was going on. What a coincidence. And kind of reported on some of this stuff in, of course, a negative way. After that event happened, a bunch of things, dominoes happened. China, Zhuhai now blocks, and this, I think this is true throughout China, all public areas have barricades on them so that this kind of thing can't be replicated again. And of course, Chinese media went silent about after the event. Social media discussed these things, but that was about it. Something else happened. All that induced rage that I was feeling dissipated. It's all gone now. It's all gone. What can I say about this? Number one, it seems like a big coincidence. Maybe I'm just a crazy guy putting these things together and making it all about me. Number two, no such thing as coincidences. I've mentioned this many, many times before. An earthquake will come up in Turkey right after Joe Biden warns them that Turkey must obey what he says or else. Imagine that. Or Donald Trump telling Putin, you better do this or else, and then suddenly Ukraine just happens to go over and destroy 40-some strategic bombers. Nothing is beyond this. And don't think that just because it's not being publicized that it doesn't matter, it doesn't happen, it's not capable of these things. They're all going on. So anyways, I just wanted to go tell you guys that. If the ELF complex was still operative, I'm sure that they could have sent some signals, but they didn't. This is something else sent by somebody else targeting this area. And it hit me and hit that other guy. I'm assuming it's the United States government. This is not the kind of thing that China would do on its own people. But the mere fact that there's somebody similar to me that ended up doing this at the height of this period of rage is something that I wanted to point out. And thus endeth this segment. Guys, gals, dogs, cats, take care. Be the best you can be. Enjoy life a little bit. Don't get too caught up on stuff. It's going to go in crazy town in the West. As I said to a guy who wrote to me the other day, I was communicating with, 2025 is certainly the year of the what the fuck. Even though this event happened last year. This year is the WTF year, for certain. Holy cow. All right, people. Take care. Know that I believe in you. I do. Bye-bye.
ショートケーキ終わりキャンディーペロペロチョコレートの皮で新しく伸びたアイスクリームとプリンの後ろでカスタードを傾き二人の4部分水でお菓子したパティ溶け込んだにもさしすせソフトクリーム包装ラップでインコを立ちつけとるってきた何 た